Well, hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for stopping in today if this is your first time. I'm Kenny, and we're here to do some painting today. It's a beautiful April 22nd, 2021. Happy Earth Day, everyone. And today I want to do a painting, kind of a nature painting for Earth Day. So let's get into it. I got my brushes out here. I'm just going to get set up real quick and get some paint on the palette, and we'll jump right into it. Okay, so getting into it here today, I'm super excited about this one. I actually have, I'm gonna be referencing off of something, but it is, it's gonna be a fun little painting, I think, for Earth Day here. So getting right into it, I'm gonna get some green on the brush in the center. I'm gonna grab a little white, and I'm gonna start blending these in here. I'm just gonna work it like that. Got a little water on the brush. Just trying to thin this out here. I'll get some white in here. So I hope everybody is enjoying this Earth Day 2021. We got a lot of snow here in Pennsylvania. It's pretty frigid out there. But it is, it's a beautiful planet. It really is, and I love it, man. I love nature. I love, recognizing that Mother Earth is a living organism as well. We share this planet, and that's what it's about, taking care of the earth and stuff, man. And so today on this painting, I really want to put that energy into it. I love it. I love it all. So here we go. I'm gonna rinse the brush a little bit here, and I'm gonna get into some blue. And I'm gonna start up here in the corners. Just kind of mix that in with that green a little bit, just like that. I'm gonna get a little lighter blue. I got a couple different blues here on the palette. And I'm just gonna start blending these blues around the border here. blend it in with the green there a little bit. Just really get some blue down here. I want to go dark blue now. Bottom here. Just really get this canvas kind of covered and blend it a little bit. This is just an 8x10 canvas. It's nothing super big. It's nothing crazy, you know. It's just a nice, easy one for today. Starting to get some color here around the border. This technique here I learned from Bob Ross, this X, you know what I mean? That and my grandmother, she's a heck of a good painter, I tell you. Actually hoping to do a painting show or painting with her here and then sometime in the future. That'd be cool, you know. So I'll get some water on the brush. Keep working that blue a little bit, and I'm going to get back into this lighter blue, I think. Right around here. Get that in there. There we go. Beautiful. Now we have the canvas completely covered, and kind of start working this a little more. Trying to figure out what I want to do here. I think I'm gonna take some dark blue here and just kind of. How do I want to do this? Go straight across like that. That's kind of a good spot to work right there. If it gets a little quiet, don't mind me. Just enjoy the painting. I'm deep in concentration, you know, and focus. Right now I'm getting kind of in a state of mind with this painting. That's looking pretty good. Okay, that's drying. I'm gonna let this dry a little bit. Rinse this brush. Rinse that brush there. Okay, so here's what I want to do. I want to get back into the green a little bit here. Start working this a little more here in the center, I think. Build it up a little bit. Look at think I'm gonna switch my brush here. I'm gonna grab something a little smaller, I think, here. I'm going with this flathead, little 3/4 inch flat brush here. I'm gonna get back into some blue. I'm gonna wet the brush down first, and then I'm gonna get back into some of this darker blue here. I think I'll start working it like this. Really get that paint kind of built up a little bit. It's still the canvas still's really dry. You can see the texture of it, and I like to really get that paint built up on there and cover all that up. Helps everything just start to blend a little more, you know. Don't really want a dry brush, you know, unless you're trying to do like a specific dry brush technique or something. But get back into some of this green here. I'm gonna go back over what I just did here and some water on there. Kind of blend this in a little bit. Try to get this thing covered. There we go. It's starting to blend. That blue and green is really starting to look good here on the canvas now. I don't know if you can tell on the camera, but as always too, these pictures will be on the Statkin Paintings Incorporated Facebook page, which there will be a link in the description of this video for. And I take pictures of those. I'm actually thinking about getting a shop set up there for some of my paintings that are for sale, but you know, I'll leave all that information in the description below. Back to the painting here. I want to get into some dark blue, dark blue, phthalo blue, and I'm gonna start working this bottom here, nice and heavy. Blend this line in a little bit. I don't want too much of a, you know. There we go. Just kind of divide this a little bit here with some different brush stroke techniques. There we go. Get some blue down in here. Lot blue. There we go. Get some water on the brush. More blue here. I feel like this, you know, like when you're doing the background of a painting, I just feel like it can take a long time sometimes, but it's the more you put into it, the more you get out of it, you know, type of thing. I'm really trying to go for like a glow look, like, you know, like the center point of focus in the center of the painting, but there's like a glow around it. And that's why I'm trying to blend these blues, lighter blues, into the greens and things like that. So, but I definitely want there to be more green. There's going to be a transition of top and bottom for sure. You'll see. I'm excited about it. I found this earth picture, like I said, on Pinterest or whatever, and I'm just kind of glancing at it here and there, and I'm gonna, I've hit the wrong, and I'm just gonna kind of add to it a little bit of my own stuff, you know, which is cool to do. It's okay. Sweet. So that blue is really looking good here on the bottom, and the green is looking good up top. Alright, I think I'm gonna go back to my bigger brush here and turn this music down a little bit. So I think I'm gonna turn this, is this one on? Oh my god, I've been painting this whole thing with no mics. I've been painting this whole thing. Or no, they're on. Okay, we're good. We're good. I just thought for a second I didn't have any. So anyways, I'm gonna go back to my big brush here. And I'm gonna get some green. I'm gonna work this green here. And a lot of water on there. It's okay though. It's okay. I'm gonna get some blue. This is really gonna help with that glow look. Just blending it with the water here a little bit. There we go. I'm actually gonna grab some fluorescent green that I just had in my hand right here. I'm gonna actually put some fluorescent green on here. It's about the same shade, it's fluorescent, dude. So here we go. Let's put some fluorescent. Boom. I think I'm just gonna leave some straight line brush strokes with this stuff. Just like that. And I think I'm gonna go, now that it's dry on the bottom a little bit, I think I'm gonna rub this brush off here and grab some blue. I didn't even rinse it. I'm just going straight to blue. I'm gonna touch up this bottom down here. There's a little bit of green in there. That's not a super big deal. It'll add a nice little shade to it. I'm just kind of hit the edges here, as in a, you know, a circuit. Just kind of add like some direction to this, like earth energy direction type stuff, you know. Here we go. Get a little more blue. And I kind of like the idea of that actual hole. So I think what I want to do now, rinse that really good. It's getting built up. I think what I want to do now is I want to hit this light blue. It's like it's a pretty lightish blue, and I think I'm gonna start going like this. Same kind of concept, you know, just with the top, except with blues, light blues and regular blues. There we go. Now we're just kind of adding a nice curvature blend right there. Look at that. Okay. Now let's get the light blue, a little more light blue, dark blue blend. Start up here in the corner. Start to work that brush a little bit. There we go. That's looking cool. Cool beans. Get this a little more blue up here. Maybe a little water. A little too much water probably, but that's okay. Pull some paint down here. Here we go. Hit that fluorescent green one more time. There we go. So now we have a nice background for our earth tree we're going to put on there. So what I'm gonna need is I'm gonna need some brown on the palette. So just a minute while I grab that. Where the hell's the brown? Where the hell is the brown? There it is. Okay, so I got some brown and I have a little brush, little guy like that. And I forgot to put water on it, that's okay. But I do want this brush wet because I'm gonna be doing a tree here and I wanna make sure the brush is flowing really nicely, leaving sharp lines. So starting off, get this cord out of my way here. I think we're gonna start here, right about here. And I'm gonna do really thin lines and get the whole structure laid out, I think, of kind of where I want it to go, and then build from there. So there's the start of the top, and I think I want to go here. Well, what I'm definitely going to want to do is I'm going to want to pull this root like that, and I'm going to pull one like this and create a circle on the bottom here. And my wrist is not wanting to cooperate too much doing this because I'm not good with circles. Shouldn't say it like that. I'm not good, because then you're affirming that you're not. I'm working on my circles and I'm progressing, and this is beautiful practice. That's how you have to, you know, be aware of what you're saying sometimes. So I'm gonna pull a root like that, and then I'm gonna pull one out and around just like that. And actually that turned out pretty good. I mean, it's not perfect, but that's all right. It's a root. And from there now I can add onto that. So I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna fill this in here a little bit with some brown, just like this. And I'm gonna go back and get some water on the brush, a little more brown. I'm gonna pull one up like this. And we're gonna pull a root down. A little more paint. Just like that. That'll look good. And then we're going to grab one right here. Okay. That's not what I wanted to do. Actually, I wanted to go like that. I wanted to connect those. That's okay, I made a little mistake, no big deal. I forgot they're connected here. Now there's like an extra line on that, which I messed up, but that's okay. It's, you know, not a super big deal. You can connect one here. So these are the bottom roots of this tree here. And I think what I want to do is, before I get too far ahead, is I'm going to flip this around. And I'm going to go just like that. I'm going to add one there. And I think I'm going to add one like that. Maybe add one like this. Add one right there. One more paint on the brush here. So these roots are, I want these roots to be thick and bold, strong. You got no freaking weak roots here, right? So we want these things to be nice and bold lines. Which will actually help with that little happy mistake I made there, kind of hiding that a little bit from the shape I was forming here. So here we go. One. A little more water on that brush there. Starting to dry up a little bit. There we go. Gotta make sure them roots are intertwining a little bit here. How's that look? Pretty good for the bottom. So let's get back up into the trunk of the tree here. Start bringing this bad boy up. It's a growing tree, you know. It's growing. But let's get some water and some paint on this brush. Load it up. Load it up. Here we go. Looks like a little nice branch coming off of that tree. Take it up a little higher here. Not too thick. Just gotta be able to work this thing out. I'm gonna come up. Cut over here. Maybe bring one up here. Like that, maybe. Let's get one right up like this. There we go. Maybe take a little branch off like this, like that. And then let's get back in, load the brush up. I want to do one over here. How do I want to do this? I think I'm going to pull it like that. There we go. Add it just in like that. And I'll pull a branch off over here. That's looking good. All right. Okay. And let's bring a nice big one right up off of here. Just like that. Maybe one up on the end here. A little more paint. Thicken that one up a little bit. Maybe one more down here on the left. All right, looks good. Now, I'm gonna go back down to the bottom here and thicken some of these up real quick. Just kind of blend those little lines in some ways here, you know, just kind of, especially this little white spot here. I got some canvas still showing. I don't like that. So get a little more brown. Here we go. Get some water on this bad boy here. There we go. Okay, now comes the fun part. Not that we haven't been having fun already, of course, but I love doing like detail stuff, you know, which it's all detail, I guess, whatever. But so whatever, let's get into it here. I'm gonna go over to a smaller brush now. Actually, no, I'm not. Here we go. We have a little flat brush here. And I'm gonna get some green on it, I think. And I'm gonna start going over those two trunks on the ground here and kind of just cover them just real lightly. There we go. Oop, there's a lot of paint right there. Oop. Now I'm gonna grab some yellow. I'm gonna start putting some yellow down here. Let's really get some yellow in here in the background a little bit. Not a crazy amount. Okay. So now what I want to do here is I want to rinse this brush. And I'm going to grab a little round brush like this here. Let me get some water on it here. I'm going to go into my white now. I'm going to start leaving little just leaving little white, I don't know what they are, petals maybe, flower petals maybe, I don't know. There we go. I don't know, I just know I want to get these all around the outside here. Had a little too much water on the brush there at first. I'm going really heavy on this paint so it stands right out, nice and bold. There we go. Stands right out on that canvas, just the way I was hoping it would. Ooh, that's a lot of paint. It's okay. All right. Now, I think what I want to do here, now what we want to do is dry that brush real quick. We get some yellow on this same brush. I'm gonna start adding some yellow up here. Just leaving that texture and everything right like that, sticking up right off the canvas. Going over the branches here a little bit. Got this paintbrush just loaded with paint, and I'm just going right over top of this white here, just kind of hitting the top of the canvas just like this, blending it in a little bit. I'm actually liking the way it looks like that, actually even better. Just boom, boom, boom. Just have fun with it. Just push it right up there. Yeah, why not just tap it like that, right? Boom. Actually, yeah, let's do that. All right. I was going like really slow, kind of keeping them separated. Now it's just like, yeah, I kind of like the way the white and the yellow looks. Just hit like that. Boom, boom, boom. So I'm gonna layer some different colors over this. And these are supposed to be like leaves or whatever. I don't know. Something like that. It's a tree, whatever. And where's the red at? Did I get red? Yes. Nope, that's dried up from last night. Where I don't think I put fresh red on the palette. So we'll get some of that. That's red. There it is. So we have some red and fluorescent pink, which is looks more orangish to me than anything, but we got a little bit of that. And then I'll grab some orange here, put some orange on the palette, really kind of get some of these colors wrapped in the top of this painting. So there's a nice little background here now, and I'm getting some red, and I'm gonna start putting some red in here. Actually, I'm gonna switch my brush for this one. Throw that in the water. Got a little smaller round brush. I'm gonna get in the red here. I'm gonna start adding. You see it? I'm just gonna start adding some little red ones over the yellow. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm looking at this right now, and I feel like it's missing. It's definitely missing something here. So I'm gonna grab my paintbrush, go back to brown, some water on it, and we'll bring one up right here. Just like that. There we go. That looks a little better. That blends it in a little better. Right there. That looks pretty good. So rinse that. Go back to the red now. Add some in here like this. And you know what actually might look cool is I have some silver hue. I think I'm just gonna add a little bit of this at the top of the painting a little bit, and maybe down the trunk of the tree. See how that looks. Maybe mixed with some yellow. What brush do I want to use here? I'm gonna use my little 1/4 inch flat. Get into some of that silver here. And just add a little bit. Just on the outside of those branches a little bit. Just add a little bling to it, you know. Or something like that. Here we go. Actually, I'm going to try a little bit of that with yellow as well. Start at the bottom. Just add a couple highlights there on the trunk of the tree. Maybe add a couple up here a little bit. Just on the outside of that branch, just for a little spot. It just gives it a little, you know, gives it a neat little look to do that. Do this one up here. Just kind of mixes the colors a little bit. So I really want this top. The paint's drying, and it looks good, but I want to really have that thing pop out and stand out. So I'm just going to keep going over it with some of these colors as they dry. They dry some transparent sometimes, so just keep thickening and building them up. And I actually grabbed some of that fluorescent pink. Try a couple of those. Add some of those in here. Just a couple small places there. And let's go back to, what do we want to use? Maybe we use the white. Get into white a little bit here. Tap in around these brushes a little bit, these branches a little bit. Kind of blend the line, start to hide them as they fade into the top of the painting here. Here we go. There we go. Looking pretty good. Get a little more yellow here. Now, I think I'm going to grab a different brush altogether. I'm going to go to my fan brush here. And I'm going to get into some yellow. Fan brush, it looks like that. And I'm going to start adding some of this yellow down here like this. Just like kind of like grass a little bit, you know. Start working that in. Now this is dried pretty well. I could bring that color of the yellow out really nicely. So, like right around the trunk of that tree there. Look at that. Fade it out towards the edges, maybe grab a little bit of green. Just tap it in there and pull it up ever so gently. There we go. Yeah, there we go. There we go. So now we have that. That's looking pretty good. I'll tell you what. Hold it up and look at it for a second. Not bad. Not bad. I like it. I think the only thing it needs now is to finish up the edges and to sign it. So I'm going to do that really quick. I'm going to get into my 1-inch brush here. I'm going to get some dark blue. And I'm just going to start hitting the bottom. Now I really feel it's very important to do the bottom and edges of a painting just because it really gives it that complete finished look. You know, I forget a lot of times to do it because you grab it, you move it around, you know, and I usually wait till the end to do it, but which is fine, but it's just nice to finish. It really, you know, gives it that finished look when it's hanging on the wall versus having white edges. So just something to keep in mind when you're painting. And I'm not going to worry too much about all the different color transitions up here. I'm just going to kind of do the best that I can quickly with some green. I'll get some green in there, you know, maybe run green across the whole top here. Just like that. And then I'll come back after it's dry and maybe add some colors in there. Well, we're going to want to do blue for the top here. So get some more blue, just like that. I still have some blue on the brush. I'll start up high here with the blue. So I should do it on the other side, but that's okay. Grab a little green. Green and blue, blend it the best I can here. Get a little more blue down here. There we go. And that's all the edges, so got that. And then I'll get my little brush like this, and I'll get a little white here. Why not? I'll add some white dots here. Just throw some go over really lightly with some white, maybe jump into some yellow and add a couple yellow ones in here. Maybe a little red. There you go. Now you got a perfectly finished side here. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Just go right to white, not even rinsing this brush. Just really kind of hit the side of this. Some of those. Need some red. More yellow. A little more white. There. Looks good. Look at that. So now the only thing left to do is sign it. and it is Earth Day, April 22nd. Where's my little paintbrush? April 22nd, 2021. Trying to find my signature brush here. That one's a little on the thick side. Somewhere around here. Oh, it's right here. Duh. So, I'm gonna get into the white. Go right down here. And there you have it, folks. Hope you guys enjoyed this video on this beautiful Earth Day today. Stay tuned for the picture of this. I'll put it up, like I said, on my Facebook page, Statkin Paintings Inc. You'll be able to find it on there. And stay tuned also because I'm working on a shop. I'm going to get these. I got a bunch of paintings I've been working on, some with a lot of videos if you do follow me on Facebook. And I'm going to be putting them up for sale on a shop linked to the Statkin Paintings Inc. So stay tuned for that. And I'll see you guys on the next one. This is Kenny. Have a good day.